Hello friends, now we are in final stage of this video series. So far our learning was about Ansible and NetApp integration, but now we will concentrate on Python and we will see how using Python we can automate storage management tasks. Though we can automate many storage operations with Python and Ansible, but like before we will use our volume creation example. As I have said before, there are multiple ways to achieve any task in programming, and in same way there are many different programming languages. It all depends on you and your comfort zone, how you want to set up something. For your understanding, I have created two programs here, one in shell which will ask for volume name and volume size and will create volume. Same way I have created another program in Python which will ask for volume name, volume size to create any volume. So basically two different scripting or programming languages to achieve a same task. Choice is yours. In next video I will show you how you can get these inputs in web page using Python and Flask web framework so that it look more professional. As there are different ways to achieve automation, same way there are multiple reasons and benefits for different teams to automate. For example, there may be a use case where someone do not want to give NetApp access to layer 1 team, but layer 1 team need to do operations like volume or queue creation, access management or snapshot management. In this case, this kind of program can help. Automation also help in building standardization and process for operations. For example, in a program you can have a logic to create volume in certain aggregate based on volume name. So user of program not need to worry about keeping the standardization. Storage self-service basically means is why you even need layer 1 member to perform storage operations. So far what we are talking is, as storage team member gets a ticket to create volume, he use the Python program to create volume. My idea is why we even need a layer 1 member to create volume. Why not have some kind of automation where ticket management tool, for example ServiceNow, speak directly to our program and program create the volume and send back an acknowledgement to either user or a ServiceNow program. This way we can achieve complete automation. In this series, I am not going to explain you how to achieve that, but because that is probably not possible for me to set up in home lab. I would suggest explore your environment and see what are different ways using which you can automate an environment. Now let's show me the code. So as I said before, I have two different programs, one in shell script and another in Python. Let me show you the code, but before I show you the code, as you know that all our variables are in different folders. Our main YAML file is volume.yaml, which is the playbook which will create the volume for us. And I am sure you must be aware about this file pretty well by now. So we need to pass volume size, which is one of the variable, and the volume name, which is another variable in this playbook so that it can create a volume for us. And this is located under the vars folder under the volume vars.yaml file. So let me show you the content of the volume wars. Now you know that every time when we need to create the volume, we need to give the size which is coming from file size here, volume vars, and the volume name which is the name of the volume. So far we were typing these size and this name, but if somehow we can achieve a program where we can write this file and we can run the command ansible-playbook and then the name of the playbook. If we can perform that complete task under one program, then we can easily create the volume. So let me first show you what my shell script is going to do. In this shell script, this is going to ask you the volume name, then it is going to ask you the volume size, and it is going to tell you that the volume and the size will be created. Now what I am doing here is basically I am taking the value of these two variables, volume and size. I am writing these two variables value in vars volume vars.yml file, which basically is the source for our main playbook file. After these values are written in this file, I am running a command ansible-playbook space volume.yml. As you all know, this command is used by us before also to create a volume. And then I am displaying the message that volume this of size is created. So let me now run this program. I'm going to give the volume name as Ansible Vol 01 and the size of the volume is going to be 2 GB. So you can see that I don't need to access any NetApp console. I don't need to write any playbook. I don't need to run any Ansible playbook command also, except I'm just running this program and giving the volume name and the size, and then it is performing all the work for me. It is creating the volume for me. Now let's see if volume is there. So you can see that Ansible Vol 01 of 2 GB volume size is created. Same way, now let's see if we can do the same using our Python file. Let me show you the content of the Python file. So if you are aware about different libraries in Python, I have imported sys and YAML, and I am using subprocess to run some of the commands. So this Python program is first going to prompt to the user to enter the volume name and then the volume size. It will take those two values in different variable name and size, and it will write down this value under the file volumevars.yml, which we all know that is our variable file which contains the values of volume name and size. And our playbook volume.yml will use these values to create the volume. So using subprocess, which has one of the function called call, I will run the command ansible-playbook, and the another argument of the call function is the name of the command. So here is my playbook name. So basically I'm saying run ansible dash playbook and then the playbook name, and this should complete the volume creation for us. So let's see if that works for us or not. This time I am going to give the one's volume name is Ansible Vol 02, and the volume size is going to be 3 GB. So you can see that still I don't have any access to ONTAP simulator, and I in fact I don't need any access to any of the ONTAP side, but I can still create the volume, and I do not need to even run any of Ansible playbook. So the playbook is run by the Python program. Now let's see if the volume is created. So you can see the volume is created of 3 GB size. So this is one couple of examples in different scripting or programming language which I have created for you. But I know there are multiple ways, as I said many times before, to achieve a single task, and there are different requirements. So it's up to you how you want to achieve it, how you want to design it. So just play around with this for more learning purpose so that you can implement this in your environment. And in next video I will show you how we can achieve the same task using the Python and Flask web framework, and we will ask user to provide these values in one of the web page, and behind the scene we will say that a volume is created. So and as I said in my presentation that there are ways, if you do not want to give this complete task to the user, you want to make it completely automatic way, then you can have some kind of programming where your ticketing tool will directly communicate with these kind of programs, and these programs will respond back to the ticketing tool saying that task is achieved, and ticketing tool either can close the ticket or can inform the user that the storage operation is performed or completed. So there are multiple ways to do that. I'm sure there must be many different document on internet available about that. You can go ahead and read about that, how to do that, either using the APIs. You create your own API server where it will talk to the program, Python program, or there are mid servers. Basically, you can set up which is between the uh, ticketing tool and the Python programs, and they transfer the values in different XML format. So many different ways to do that, uh, and I suggest just read about this, just explore the different options, whatever suits you, whatever is good for your needs, just explore that. And yes, so keep learning, keep sharing, and always don't forget to subscribe this channel, and always please like this video. Thank you.